No mention of Zelda yet, though, so we'll see if that comes to fruition. So here we go. Starting out with an M-rated title? Or no, must just be rated M. We'll see what happens here.
Please welcome Nintendo President and COO Reggie Fils.
What are we doing, Robot Chicken?
If you say so.
Welcome to E3 Nintendo fans. And you guys thought we wouldn't have a press conference. Not my problem. We have Nintendo's biggest stars backstage, ready to make some big announcements.
Oh, great! Another Mario game!
Don't love your tone, but actually no new Mario game today.
What? I'm getting bumped? Bring my cart around! I'm out of here!
Hey, looks like I'm the new face of Nintendo. Hey, they promised me you wouldn't be here! Come on, Reggie, give us Mother 3!
How about this instead?
Oh, Mother 3 reference. That's gonna piss some people off.
Hey, wait a minute. If Nintendo's heroes are backstage, who's watching the bad guys?
Not my problem.
It's me, Wario!
I guess this is my problem. While I go Reggie on these fools, here's what's new.
Suddenly Iwata's like a superhero? What is happening? It is too early for this. Reggie Fils-A-Mek? Urban Champion Wii U, here it comes. This is how they announce it. No wonder Iwata's not at E3. Reggie and Iwata confirmed for Smash. Please do happen. This could be the greatest troll of all time, Nintendo. You want to do it. You want to do it. Oh, yeah. It is Smash. Oh my god, is it happening? Is it really happening? It has to just be the Mii character. It can't be actually them two. There's been so many troll suggestions that it was going to be them two in the game. And here's the NFC figurines. So you scan it in and a character just shows up? It says FP on it. Is it just like an assist statue or what's going on?
Hello, I'm Masahiro Sakurai from Sora Limited. Here at the Nintendo Digital event, I'd like to lead off by talking about Super Smash Bros. Right now, you're seeing two familiar bigwigs facing off in a friendly battle. But this isn't a simple pre-rendered animation. What you are seeing will be possible in the new Smash Bros. Games. Now, by using a Mii fighter, anyone can join the battle. I thought about having Mii characters appear in Super Smash Bros. Brawl, but in the end decided against it. Somehow at the time, it didn't seem right to have Mii's punching and kicking. For this game, though, we're not simply throwing the Mii's into the fray. We've done some serious work getting them ready for a fight.
So, Reggie confirmed for Smash.
They're almost not even Mii's anymore.
Sonic Sage looks cool.
I think you can tell that the Miis are going to be just as competitive as the other characters. Mii fighters will come in 3 varieties. Brawlers fight empty-handed and prefer to be up close and personal.
So
Mii
3
brawlers
Mii
are both
characters
fast and
for
powerful.
Smash.
Sword fighters are weapon masters. They stay cool and calm as
It's
they
gonna
chase down
upset some
opponents.
people, but I think it's cool.
Gunners are armed with mysterious arm cannons. They have lots of different projectiles that can be fired from long range. Brawlers, sword fighters, and gunners. Each type is treated as a separate fighter. And each type can choose 4 special moves from 12 options. This means that the Mii fighters will have a total of 36 special moves from which to choose. It would
Custom
take 9
move
regular
sets.
fighters to equal that number of moves. But I didn't decide to include Miis in the lineup just so you or your friends could join the battle. See, every day I receive requests for new characters to be added to the game, and now you can use Miis to recreate any character you like.
Elijah would
and
like
fight
to
as them.
battle.
Anyone can join the battle. You can fight, anyone can fight. This is your chance to defeat Nintendo's greats.
I hope that's the only Smash announcement.
We're fast approaching the sales date of the 3DS version. The game is almost complete, but of course there are an astronomical number of variables in a game like this. We have to be sure to put enough people on the debug team and test it correctly. Thank you for your patience. We've put all our focus into getting the fighters, items, assist trophies, stages, and enemy characters ready and in the game. And there are many different modes besides the main Smash battles. I won't go over them in detail now, but let me show you a bit of what's in store for you.
Hopefully something. There's gotta be some kind of single player mode. Yep, there it is. Thank goodness. Oh, you can shut off the character outline. That's nice. Reference the flood there, huh? The Mario weapon from Sunshine. Master Hansen, huh? Nice.
There are many more game elements that we haven't introduced yet, but I don't think we can talk about them all before we release. However, this will be our first Smash Bros. Game on a handheld, so I hope you're all looking forward to Super Smash Bros. For Nintendo 3DS.
October 3rd, huh?
Hi,
Thought it was
everyone,
gonna be sooner
and
than
welcome
that.
to Nintendo's digital event at E3. This year, we wanted to do something different to celebrate what it means to be a Nintendo fan. Today, you'll meet many of the talented Nintendo teams.
By the way, if
working
you guys
hard
haven't
to deliver
heard,
great games.
Time leaked
and
an
hear some of our
article
big
or
E3
posted it
news,
early.
with more to
There's
be
Star
shared
Fox Wii U
throughout the show.
spoilers,
While I've changed out of my
as well as
Fireflower
2
suit
other
for now,
new
Mario
IPs
is
from
still close to my
Miyamoto.
heart. You may recognize this as what Mr. Iwata used earlier to defeat my Mii fighter in Super Smash Bros. Now, I'll say there's no way he beats me without resorting to a little magic. And in fact, I'm right. That's exactly what he did. Because this is no ordinary toy. This is one of the first in a new line of products Nintendo has in development called Amiibo. And only on Nintendo systems will you be able to enjoy all the different experiences in this Toys to Life category. Along with Amiibo, both Disney Infinity and Skylanders Trap Team have unique features and functionality that can only be found on Wii U. There's a special chip that's embedded in every figure. Any Wii U system will recognize the figures by touching them on the Wii U gamepad. And when that happens, they spring to life in compatible games in cool new ways. When you touch Amiibo to the gamepad, the character's data is downloaded into the game you're playing. And it's also a two-way stream. We can send information back
Yeah,
to the
what do you
figure.
use the figurine
So in
for,
other
Reggie?
words, your figure's data changes as you play, which opens the door for various new gameplay possibilities. For example, your own figure with its own unique stats and fighting style will not only appear, but also evolve as a fighter in Super Smash Bros. On Wii U. In fact, Super Smash Bros. For Wii U will indeed be the first game to support Amiibo. In other words, this holiday we're not only releasing the game you've been waiting for, but also Amiibo that literally gives you new ways to play. As you saw in my battle with Mr. Iwata, when you use an Amiibo in Super Smash Bros. For Wii U, that character will appear as a fighter in the game and compete in battles, developing its own unique attributes and skills. You can fight against them yourself, have them score off against other Amiibo. They can even join you and fight on the same team. But Super Smash Bros. Is just the start. Amiibo play is also
is this like an
prepared
assist
right
trophy?
now for a number of other Nintendo games. One of those is a game many of you are already playing, Mario Kart 8. We'll have more details on that and other games soon. I'm guessing you've got a lot of questions, but there's much more to cover in this digital event today. So I'm going to ask you to do this. When we're done here, at any time you can catch Nintendo of America's own Bill Trinan, who's hosting a dedicated Amiibo video that goes into a little more detail. So be sure to find him at Nintendo.com or the Nintendo YouTube channel.
Interesting. If they're just assist
Smash
trophies,
Brothers
I don't
and
understand
Amiibo
why
are
anyone
big
would buy
initiatives
them, and
for
it seems
Nintendo.
like pay to
Now
win,
it's time to
and
give
that's
you a
just
sneak
awful.
peek at some of the many projects in development. Whenever I'm over in Japan and lucky enough to see these new games, I'm reminded of the first video game I fell in love with, Super Mario World on my Super NES. I played it endlessly.
Super
finished
Mario
with
World
99
download
hours,
content.
and I still have that cartridge. I bet you remember the first game you fell in love with too. Those of us who play games know that there's nothing quite like them in the world. And those of us who love Nintendo know that no matter what's going on in our lives, we can always count on these games to deliver fun and great gameplay. Because it's Nintendo. But what is it like to make these games? Well, you're about to find out directly from our development teams. They're working on some amazing new projects that underscore the point
Oh
that
my
there's
god,
never been
I
a
had to
better
take
time
my glasses
to
off.
play
This is
games
so exciting.
on Nintendo platforms. At the end of the day, Nintendo game creators share one belief. There's nothing wrong with having a little fun. With that, I'm going to step aside to let our developers show you their new games. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Yarn Yoshi? Is it back? That's Yoshi's color.
I'm Tezuka of Nintendo. How do you do?
I'm Ebisu of the Goodfield Company. Thanks for having me.
Feel good.
When Nintendo reached out to Goodfield, we didn't ask them
Yup.
to make Yoshi's Woolly World as a sequel to Kirby's Epic Yarn.
Yoshi's Whirly World.
We said we wanted to make a Yoshi game. But we asked them to use the yarn and fabric as materials for creating new gameplay mechanics. To create a new kind of Yoshi game filled with those kinds of elements.
Looks pretty awesome. I don't know what all
For
these
Kirby,
gems are.
we used strands of yarn as the core element and expressed things through their movement. This time, now that we were working in a three-dimensional world with depth, the challenge was that a single strand wasn't going to be visually impressive. So how do you play with a pile of yarn? Or some cloth? We thought about those things pretty hard.
They get unraveled and knitted up and do a lot of things like that. Both Mario and Yoshi games are 2D action platformer games. The big difference is that Mario games are about performing challenging tasks within a given time limit. But with Yoshi games, they don't have any time limits. So you're able to freely explore the vast game world. You can
Looks
make
awesome.
new discoveries.
I love the Yoshi series.
It's turning out to be an action game where you can have fun in a wide variety of ways.
When you usually make an action game, things like how far you can jump are set at a certain distance. So you would build the terrain with that in mind. But in the case of Yoshi, he's so almighty. If he tries, he can fly as far as he wants. His tongue is the most powerful weapon. Well, it may be weird calling it a weapon. So, as we were thinking about how we should build the game, Tezuka-san told us that it's centered around exploration. We took it as Yoshi's abilities are there to be utilized for exploration.
Ah, it's
From there,
Yoshi
we were able to progress
Metroid.
with the game's development smoothly.
Yarn.
By using yarn, there are new ways to explore.
There are a lot of transformations in the game because Yoshi himself is made of yarn.
So this time, we put in two-player mode.
Nice.
Two Yoshis appear, and that actually plays really well. Two people can play to help each other out. So in tough situations, if there are two players, they can both overcome it. Yoshi can eat up and spit out the other Yoshi wherever he likes. This is really important in co-op
Yoshi egg?
and can be used in a way
Like
to attack
literally?
the other player. Really, a wide range of gameplay is
That
possible.
looks useful for when Gage just
We've made
can't get
prototypes
places
of
and I'm
different
playing
ways
with
to
him.
express the
Just
yarn
throw 'em.
fabric for Yoshi. And we felt that the stuffed yarn Yoshi was particularly attractive. There was quite a phase of trial and error until we decided to go with the current form.
Yeah, this time it's about a textured look. And we also wanted to give the world a handmade feel. But we then asked,
Cats
what makes
get.
things look handmade?
You're driving
we
me
tried
crazy.
making things of our own, hoping that it would help in reflecting the handmade feel to the game.
There is
Listen,
certainly a key
Nintendo, you
phrase
sold
that I
me. Show
have.
me something else.
It's Amazing Yoshi. I always want to put in the element of surprise.
Best graphics of
And
E3,
I
I
want to
would
make it a
say.
game that brings a smile to your face just by owning it.
Can I get a pre-order that comes with that little Yoshi? Please, Nintendo.
Here you go.
Toad? Oh, is he gonna get his own game? People joked about this, but I think it might happen. It is looking like Toad's getting his own little mini game from Super Mario 3D World turned into his own game. Oh shit, it plays like Pokemon Snap at that part. This is gonna be a standalone game or download content. Looks big enough to be its own game. This year, Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. That looks awesome.
Oh! Hello!
Hello.
Hey, look, I'm really sorry about kidnapping you 80 plus times, but my bad. So, is it cool if I have the last donut? I deserve that.
Oh boy, here we go. Time to win E3.
Last year, I said that revisiting the conventions of the Zelda series would be our theme for the new Zelda game for Wii U. However, before I get into that, let me talk about something that I needed to help to realize this ambition. In fact, it's something that we've wanted to do for a long time in the Legend of Zelda series, and so development began with this as our focus. In the earlier release
Zelda 2 remake, here it comes.
Games, players got to explore a wide area, scrolling up, down, left, and right. However, after the game transitioned to 3D and the hardware continued to evolve, it became harder to create that feel of being in a vast world. For example, in Wind Waker, we used various techniques to create a wide world where you could freely explore many isolated islands. But it was very hard to create one large world where everything felt connected. We had to design small, bounded areas with a defined entrance and exit. And putting them all together made it feel like you were playing in a large world. But you still couldn't cut through the boundaries wherever you liked to explore that world. Today, I'd like to talk to everyone about the latest Zelda game for Wii U.
Wind Waker 2.
But first, please take a look at how the game looks on screen. This is the new world of Zelda.
Wowzers.
It's quite a vast world, isn't it?
If that's in-game and looks that way, it'd be awesome.
You can even reach those mountains in the distance if you walk far enough. We couldn't create such a wide world like this in the past. As far as what you can do with such a vast field to explore, as soon as those boundaries are removed, it means you can enter any area from any direction. So the puzzle solving in this game begins the moment the player starts to think about where they want to go, how they will get there, and what they will do when they arrive. This is
Zelda
a clean
MMO
break from
as
the
a-
conventions of past games in the Zelda series, where you had to follow a set path and play through the scenario in the right order. I believe this departure will create opportunities for new gameplay that have not been experienced in previous Zelda games. As you can see, and as you know from the Zelda series, the world in these games can be quite peaceful. However, it is a Zelda game after all, so strong enemies will certainly appear, even in this setting. Powerful enemies appearing in such a peaceful world is one of the defining features of the Zelda series.
I think that one convention we can keep, right?
Oh boy, here we go. There's like a mech monster chasing Link on Epona. This looks pretty amazeballs. Skyward Sword Link? Or is it Zelda? It's definitely Link, I think. I'm gonna actually murder these kittens. They are driving me up the wall. Nintendo announces Goonies 2. We had a Pokeball there. No, it's the new Pokemans. The worst Pokemon games remade in glorious H3D, I mean, not HD. I couldn't care about this if I tried, honestly.
ever take those gloves off?
Here it comes, Star Fox
Take my
Wii
gloves
U.
off, do whatever I want. Here we go.
It's real, already been leaked.
Okay.
And apparently they did segments with Robot Chicken.
Shut up!
Dead witches get dragged.
Nope, Bayonetta.
It is what it is.
Wasn't Bayonetta announced when the Wii U was announced? How long does it even take to make this game?
These are the gates. Whatever your friend did to get on the other side of these, let's just say she's not having a good day. Welcome to hell, love. I'm not one for pets who don't listen to their masters.
Endgame might look better than that cutscene.
You know, love, you're probably the only person on the planet who says go to hell and means take me there.
I'm afraid I don't have time to dance too long. A friend is waiting for me.
Just pure chaos. Every Platinum game has to be.
Bayonetta, you better start creating miracles.
You can go
2015.
another round, can't you?
What?
Flock off, Featherface.
There was a Link costume and a... Nice! Bayonetta 1's included. No. Which is great, because I've never played it, so thanks for
I'm the
that.
general producer of Hyrule Warriors, Koinuma of Koei Tecmo.
I'm the development producer of Hyrule Warriors, Hayashi of Koei Tecmo.
I'm Anuma of Nintendo, supervisor.
There are a lot of us in the Hyrule Warriors development team who grew up playing The Legend of Zelda. So getting the chance to work on this series, we were actually a little nervous.
I wouldn't say Nintendo 1 since 95% of
But
this
Anuma-san
stuff's not
told
till
us we
next
could do whatever
year.
we like a number of times. And it became the action style that it is now.
A big difference between this and the Zelda games is that you're fighting an
This
army.
is the game that I'm going to be
and
playing
there are
in
multiple battles
August.
occurring on
And
the
it
field
looks
at once.
awesome.
If your forces
Midna,
are in
huh?
trouble, you'll get a warning. So you have the option to go out there and help out your allies.
What I think is great with the Zelda world is how giant bosses appear. And you have to think about how to beat them. I think those things are what makes the essence of Zelda.
This
which I
looks
think
way
will be a
better
new
than
discovery
Dynasty
for
Warriors
fans of the
IMO.
Dynasty Warriors series.
There's also a two-player mode.
You can play two players by using both TV and gamepad. It's not a split-screen experience, so you're able to each be fully immersed on a single screen. There are a lot of playable characters, but you know, since it's The Legend of Zelda, there are Link and Princess Zelda. Impa, who appears through the series, is playable as well. Also, Midna from Twilight Princess makes an appearance as a playable character. If there is a certain character you like in the series, this is the first game where you'll be able to play as your favorite character.
I better be able to play as
There are
Tingle
a lot
then.
of playable
You just
characters in the
promised
Dynasty
me.
Warrior series. But man, the ideas they come up
Playing
with
as
for
Zelda,
what kind
huh?
of moves they give the characters are amazing. They really think of amazing things.
So now, it's really turning out as a great new Zelda collaboration title that's worthy of the name Hyrule Warriors.
This is the most Japanese thing I've ever seen in my life. Is them three sitting on little round rugs.
Since this
or whatever.
collaboration was a first of its kind, we were able to make it a great game that's like a celebration of both franchises. I really hope you all look forward to it.
As a collaborative title, it has both the essence of Zelda and the essence of Dynasty Warriors, as well as a lot of other essences they have all mixed in to form a brand new experience. It'll be great if both fans get interested in playing the other series. It'll make me really happy if they all have fun playing.
It's gonna sell more copies than any Dynasty Warriors. Oh, not August anymore. September 26th. A new Kirby for Wii U? Nope, this is just the DS game again. Only with different graphics. Isn't it? Why couldn't they give us a real Kirby game? Why do they have to give us this dumb drawing one? It was the worst one. It's clay Kirby though. That's pretty cool. Why couldn't they give me a normal Kirby game with clay graphics? Does this mean that next we're gonna get clay Yoshi? Weird. Well, shit tons of exclusives for 2015. Yeah. Elma. Forget what Elma is. Star Fox?
ブレイドとは神の言葉を超えた人工的な運命の解放者。頭の文字を取ってブレイド。
私はエルマ。あなた、名前は？
おう、この方をお迎えする器が今我が元に。
地球を失ってそれでこんな星まで来たのに
殲滅するのさ。それが私たちブロース。
I have no idea what
も
this
しかしたら
is.
宇宙から消え去った方がいいのかもしれない。私らとお前らは共存なんてできないんだ。
じゃあ僕たちはもう死んでいるってことですか。
こいつは裏切り者だぞ。やめろルクザール。
撃てよ。
がん細胞は駆除する。それがグロウスの定め。
あの悲劇もう繰り返させはしない。
滅ぶべし地球人。
They're just calling it Xenoblade Chronicles now? Or is it different from X?
Thanks for coming back, Mario.
Maybe now you reconsider announcing Mario Ballet.
What about Star Fox?
Mario Maker. Here it is. Everyone be surprised like the leak didn't happen. With a screen that wide, I'm gonna guess it's Wii U.
Congratulations!
Finally, I can do what people have been doing on PC for years, only on the gamepad. I think it's gonna be more than just the original game though, because at the top left, it had a little thing. Yep. So you can change it to graphics of the new Super Mario Bros. Titles at least. Oh, the fly swatter mode from Mario Paint's back, apparently. What? A tall, slender mushroom? That's weird. Really? 2015? I figured that would be this year. What the hell is happening? Here it is, the Nintendo first-person shooter. It's happening. It's happening. Splatoon.
I'm Nogami, the producer of Splatoon.
I'm Amano, one of the game's directors.
And I'm the other director, Sakaguchi.
Splatoon is an 8-player, 4-on-4 online multiplayer action game. It's all about controlling territory.
Nope,
Teams
not a
battle to claim their
first-person
turf
shooter.
by splattering the map with ink, and the team with the most territory, when time runs out, wins.
And you can
Nogami-san
play as a
actually
fat
came
cat,
up with the
apparently.
squid idea. One day, out of the blue, he was like, hey, let's make them squids.
Rather than designing the characters and then making a game around that, we instead came up with the game first and then created characters we thought would work well with the gameplay. That's actually how Nintendo prefers to approach game design.
One day, when Sakaguchi-san and I were hanging out on our day off, he said, hey, what if you're able to switch between being a squid and a person? For example, say you can
That's
only shoot
weird.
ink as a person,
This
but
looks
as a
fun.
squid, you're able to
Different,
perform a
for
wider
sure.
range of actions. With that as our main concept,
Certainly
we
isn't
thought
the
about
Halo
different ways
killer.
to expand the gameplay, and the squid idea meshed perfectly.
We thought of things like, what if you can swim really fast in your own ink as a squid? Or what if your feet get stuck when walking through enemy ink? Through this process, we kept expanding the game's features, which brought us to where we're at now, with players able to do things like ink and swim up walls and swim super fast through their own ink.
As a person, your first priority is shooting ink to expand your territory. Once you've done that, you've got more turf to move through as a squid and make use of your squid abilities.
When you're using the gamepad, you can quickly look up or tilt your gaze downward to aim. It's really natural and intuitive. I think these controls are a great use of the gamepad's gyro sensor.
An overhead view of the entire map is also displayed on the gamepad. And you can check it to see what colors of ink are being splattered where in real time. This really lets you keep an eye on how the battle is unfolding.
Normally with shooters, you only get moment-to-moment glimpses of the action. But because of the layering nature of splattering the ground with ink, you can tell by glancing at the map what other players are up to and where they're headed. I think that adds a new layer of strategy to a game like this. Spices it up.
Stop the other team.
The other neat use of the gamepad is making use of your allies' icons displayed on the map. If you tap one of these icons, you'll blast off from your location
That's cool.
and land next to them ready to go. This is just one more mechanic that adds a nice twist to the strategy.
Your enemies are shooting ink as well. With regular guns, you can't really see bullets flying by. But since this is ink, you'll be able to see it flying from around a corner, and you'll know, whoa, there's a bad guy over there.
If you forge forward and ink a path, your allies will be able to use it to follow you, and you'll be able to get to your enemy's territory quicker. But on the other hand, they can just ink over that and ruin your strategy. In this way, splattering ink is both an offensive and a defensive tool.
There are a lot of different ways to play.
Ink
depending
me,
on your style.
Nintendo.
Some people like to stay hidden in the ink for a long time and wait for the perfect
believe they've
chance to
announced
pop
this many
out.
new
Other
IPs
people
so
just
far.
blaze ahead, inking a path to try to get as far as they can into enemy
I guess this is
territory
really
as
the
fast as they
first big
can.
one.
There are a lot of
Ish.
different tactics you can employ, but no matter how you play, the ink you're shooting has an effect on everyone else. You'll never feel like you're playing alone or in a vacuum. It's pretty magical, really. Amano-san, you like to try and ambush people, right?
Do I? Yeah, I guess so.
I play it a bit safer and lay down a lot of ink and make it hard for enemies to advance into my team's territory. I like to stay at home and protect the base.
Yeah, that's not my style at all.
I'm just plain bad.
Yeah, Nogami-san, you're really not very good.
Looks fun. Looks like you got your choice of 4 white characters so far. How about this year? Bring it out this year, Nintendo. Do something awesome. Oh, she could have a giant paint roller. That's cool. Paint mines. Oh, so you do attack the other people. This looks awesome. Oh, 2015.
Well, that just about wraps up things for the Nintendo Digital event. But at the same time, it's just the beginning of your continuous contact with Nintendo.
If that Time magazine thing was leaked, it'd be awesome.
Right after we sign off, we invite you to stay tuned on Nintendo's Twitch channel for our post-show recap, Nintendo Minute Live at E3. There's even more game news we didn't have time to squeeze into this video. If you're in the LA area, we invite you to come on down to the Super Smash Bros. Invitational this afternoon. It's a one-of-a-kind tournament in the Nokia Theater at LA Live to see as much Super Smash Bros. Live action as you could ever want. You'll find more details at e3.nintendo.com/invitational. But Nintendo's experience at E3 is also spreading across the country, thanks to our partnership with Best Buy. You'll find more details at bestbuy.com/smashfest. And if you want to just follow along without ever leaving home, our coverage is going to be non-stop. We're going to be broadcasting Nintendo Treehouse live at E3 from the show floor directly on Nintendo's Twitch channel. If you care about games, want to see more of the action, and hear from many of the people who created those games, this is Binge Heaven. And yes, Mr. Miyamoto will be among the guests. Follow us on our Twitch and YouTube channels, get more information at Nintendo.com, follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and join the Miiverse E3 community. We've covered a lot of ground today, so I want to thank you for watching. But I just can't leave you without one more little teaser. Enjoy E3 and play Nintendo.
So they didn't even show the Star Fox that's supposed to be coming. That's a weird choice. And look, the leak's true. She's gonna be a playable character, and no one cares.
Nice try. You're nothing compared to the Underworld Army.
Nintendo's making a Smash Brothers anime. Look at that. So, people are gonna lose their minds because there was a leak that said all these characters and that she was one of them, and she was like one of the only ones that hadn't been truly confirmed. And they've shown her in like a screenshot one time as well. Yeah.
For a little, divine intervention.
Wait, you want to fight too, Lady Palutena?
I'm no stranger to fighting. Have you forgotten that time we fought each other?
Well, yeah, sure. But that was when the Chaos Skin had you under mind control.
Well, anything an angel can do, a goddess can do better. Perhaps you'd like to see some of the powers I once used to protect you.
She looks like a badass.
Explosive flank! War! Rocket jump! Reflect! Auto reticle! Jerk glide! Counter!
She looks OP as shit.
Angelic missile! Celestial fireworks! Lightweight! Black hole! Mega laser!
I'm assuming that's her smash.
You don't have to prove anything to me, Lady Palutena.
Looks like angels only talk big. Many worthy foes have gathered here. And I won't hold back on anyone. You just dropped in to crash my party?
Here it comes. There's the Star Fox by Miyamoto.
I mean, they teased through the whole thing.
宮本です。こんにちは。今
This is where he comes out gay, we've heard.
テレビを使った新しいゲームをいっぱい作ってます。これはね、とても新しい体験のゲームがたくさんできたんですけども、今度 E3 でいくつかお見せしたいと思います。ゲームパッドを使って遊んでると大きなテレビを見てる。そうすると遊んでる人以外にも周りで見てる人も楽しいんですね。ぜひとも周りで見てても楽しい新しい経験を E3 のフロアでも見ていってください。よろしく。
He was clearly playing Star Fox. Today at 12:40, that's gonna be like now. It is 12:40.
I thought I said PT though.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be like hours.
Live at E3 and all aboard the E3 hype train.
That's right.
I'm Kit, I'll be your conductor. This is Krista. She's going to be punching your ticket, and I have officially taken this analogy way too far.
You have.
We're going to be breaking down the Nintendo Digital event today and also sharing some information
Well, that's it.
that you haven't seen yet. But Krista, why don't we begin? And why don't we begin with this?
Yes. So
let's hear them talk about this a little bit before we quit this stream.
Kit has one right here. This is Mario. And we saw a little bit about this in the digital event, but there's more to talk about with Amiibo. So why don't we start off with what is
That's what they're
different
calling the
about
figurines,
Amiibo? What sets it apart from
Amiibo.
games like Skylanders or Disney Infinity?
So the Amiibo platform is meant to go across a number of different games. So this Mario figure that I have here, I can use it in Super Smash Bros. For Wii U, but I can also use it for future games down the line that support Amiibo. And it's really up to the developers to determine how they want to implement Amiibo into their games. So it's a very flexible platform that gives developers a lot of options.
Yeah, and we have a really cool trailer hosted by one of our favorite people ever, Bill Trinan. So why don't we run that trailer now so you can see more about Amiibo?
Long awkward pause.
One moment, please.
Uh-huh. Now it's just getting really awkward. Well,
oh, no.
It's feeling pretty awkward.
Are we going to cut to it?
Does Nintendo know-how video?
Get you, Mario.
Oh, there we go.
I'm not gonna win.
Look, there's the Mac screen on the top.
Hello, everyone. I'm Bill Trinan from Nintendo's Treehouse. Looks like you caught me playing with my toys. When I was a kid, I used to spend a lot of time imagining who would win when my toys got into a fight. Sometimes, I still do. But wouldn't it be fun if you could actually find out? Well, pretty soon you can. You see, while these may seem like regular figures, they actually hold a secret within. We're calling them Amiibo. And we're going to create Amiibo for a variety of Nintendo characters, games, and series starting later this year. When you touch these Amiibo to the Wii U gamepad controller, you will see these characters come to life in your games in many different ways. Amiibo will expand the gameplay experience of supporting titles and bring about new types of fun and new ways to interact with your favorite Nintendo characters. But since it's probably difficult to imagine how Amiibo will expand your experience, I'd like to show you. So let me explain using the first of many upcoming Amiibo-compatible games, Super Smash Bros. For Wii U, which will release this holiday alongside the first series of Amiibo. Now when I talk about figures and Smash Bros., fans of the series will probably think of this. This was the opening video from Super Smash Bros. Melee. The original concept behind this series is that figures come to life and do battle all on their own. Don't you wish you could have figures like these? Well, that wish is about to come true with Amiibo. Let's say you head over to a friend's house with a Link figure in tow. Your friend has a Wii Fit trainer figure, and luckily, Super Smash Bros. For Wii U. Each figure contains the spirit of the character they represent. So, when you touch an Amiibo to the Wii U gamepad, that character will appear in the game to do battle while you cheer it on from the sidelines, just like the original concept for the Smash Bros. Series. There are many different ways to engage these characters in battle. You can pit them against other figures, you can face off against them yourself, They can team up and fight alongside you, and they may even be able to beat up your friends for you. In the game, of course.
So if your friends don't have
Every time your
figurines,
amiibo battles,
just touch
its
it to the
abilities will get
gamepad
small
like a
boosts.
dick.
Through battle, they can increase their overall level, along with their defense and attack powers. They can even learn tactics to become stronger opponents. In fact, through training, they can become quite formidable. Fighting against your amiibo is going to be a lot more interesting than fighting against a plain old CPU opponent. Remember, even if you and a friend both buy Link figures, they won't be the same. You can customize their special moves based on the character's unique capabilities. That means your Link amiibo
Can you
becomes
play
your
as
personal
them,
version
though?
of Link that you can train and customize in ways that make it different from your friend's version.
Or is it just like a Pokemon?
You get to breathe new life
Oh, hello.
into each figure as you
Oh,
watch them
hello.
evolve and witness their personality take shape. This unique data will be collected and stored inside each amiibo. In this way, each amiibo is your own unique figure that can act as your alter ego, partner, or rival, just by playing together. Plus, if you battle your amiibo against other amiibo, they will level up faster than against CPU or human opponents. Collect your favorite figures, then battle, train, level up, and form your own unique bond with them. Who knows? Your amiibo may even be able to beat that one friend you never seem to be able to take down on your own. When we launch Super Smash Bros. For Wii U this winter,
We know who
plan to
they're
release
talking
several
about.
Super
Like,
Smash
we all,
Bros.
me and
amiibo
Kristina
as well.
both just died on like a
Now, isn't this a sight to behold? And there are plans for even more characters on the way, so look forward to hearing more. And remember, Super Smash Bros. Isn't the only game that will use amiibo. We also plan to make games like Mario Kart 8, Mario Party 10.
Yeah, they're Mario Party 10. They didn't even announce that.
Are you wondering how each of those games will interact with amiibo? Well, each game is different, so look forward to hearing more about them in the future. We have other plans
As
for
well, and apparently
more
Mario
games
Party
and figures
10.
are in the works. As
I'm
we
totally
speak.
getting Princess Peach and I'm just
One more thing.
Buffer.
Next year, we plan to release a peripheral that will make it so you can use amiibo on Nintendo 3DS too.
But luckily I'm also getting an
So look forward to Nintendo 3DS games that take advantage of amiibo as well. Combining amiibo with our games opens up a whole range of potential new gameplay experiences. It's one of the most exciting things.
Why is
Nintendo's
Link's
debuting
face
in
white?
E3. Stay
Like
tuned
white
for future
white.
announcements about amiibo and the games that will use them. Thanks for watching.
I don't get it. I don't get the amiibo thing for Smash. It doesn't seem useful
Well,
to
what do you
me.
think? I think you will definitely be collecting all of the amiibo figures.
I have my own personal prediction about amiibo to share. I will own them all.
Yes, you're a hoarder, so you definitely will own them all, I'm sure. So we talked about a ton of Wii U titles in the Nintendo Digital event, but we can't forget about Nintendo 3DS. So let's talk about that really quickly right now. So we're really excited to announce two Nintendo 3DS titles right now. Fantasy Life will be launching on October 24th of this year from Level 5. And this is a really cool new take on an RPG where you get to play through the game and you get to do different jobs and you literally get to get a life. So
Level 5 makes great
Yeah.
RPGs. And another game to talk about, two of your favorite series coming together.
yes, so I'm a huge fan of Professor Layton, and you guys know that I'm a huge fan of the Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney series, and these two games are coming together in Professor Layton versus
They've
Phoenix
already
Wright
done
Ace
this.
Attorney, and that launches also for Nintendo 3DS on August 29th. So really, really excited
It's been
about
out
those
in
two
Japan
games
for
coming
a
together.
while.
And we've got more Nintendo 3DS news coming throughout the week here at E3. Later tonight, we're doing a developer roundtable with Mr. Sakurai on Super Smash Bros. So he'll be talking about the Wii U and Nintendo 3DS games. That starts at 7 o'clock Pacific tonight. And we will be live tweeting that, so you'll want to follow along at Nintendo of America, and we'll be tagging the discussion with Smash Brothers,
Yep.
of course. And then we have another developer roundtable tomorrow night, which starts at 6 p.m. Pacific, where we'll be revealing an entirely new Nintendo 3DS game that we haven't talked about before. We will also be live tweeting that, so you won't want to miss that either.
Yeah, don't
So
miss that.
Nintendo's is dragging their stuff
Before we
out
jump
over the
over
like
to
the
some
whole
more
conference
discussion
week.
About Wii U, let's talk really quickly about eShop. We have some really cool eShop games coming out for Nintendo 3DS and Wii U, so let's take a look at another trailer right now.
Nintendo does not know how to transition. They're just like, well, maybe. Affordable space adventures. eShop games. I'm sorry, but most of the eShop games just look like garbage to me. That looks like it could be fun. Just the tip. Nothing amazing. Oh, thank goodness. Blast them bunnies. Sold.
That was a cool trailer.
Yeah, a lot
Do you
of
like
great
that?
stuff on the way from Nintendo eShop. I think we're going to be talking about a lot of those games in the upcoming Nintendo Minute.
I think so
Yeah.
too. So before we jump off of eShop, we wanted to let you guys know of a really cool offer that you can take advantage of. Starting today, you can save up to 30% on the top franchises featured at E3, and that includes Mario, The Legend of Zelda, Yoshi. So go over to the eShop, get your discount, and the offer is good until 8:59 p.m. Pacific time on June 16th.
See if any of these
All right,
are
so
up.
one game that we wanted to tell you guys about
I
that
can
was
just go
not
watch
included in the
without-
digital event is Mario Party 10.
Right.
Waiting on
This
Nintendo to
is
tell
the
us.
video that we just saw.
Right.
But there's a lot more to this game.
Right, so Mario Party 10 is playable on our show floor, and it actually features Bowser as the star.
Right. Bowser is the star of the game. We are jokingly.
Bowser's the
Yeah,
star of Mario
Bowser
Party 10.
Right, so it's really cool gameplay. One player plays as Bowser on the Wii U gamepad. Basically, you get to be a huge jerk to all your friends, which is something I love to do. So I hope you guys like Mario Party 10. It's going to be a cool game.
To be on the receiving end of your jerkiness.
Of course.
Can't wait.
Always.
And of course, as we saw in Bill's video, the game does utilize amiibo, so that's
Yes.
great. So why don't we jump into the digital event and really dig into that and talk about some of our personal favorites. I know we had a lot of really favorite moments.
All right,
throughout the
we're gonna stop their little streamy thing here. Looks interesting. I wouldn't say the Nintendo won E3, but they still have more stuff to show. They did a good showing. Definitely, right now, second to Microsoft, I would say. And yeah, it was pretty entertaining. Pretty interesting. Looks like there are some other trailers and stuff up on Nintendo's site. See if they have anything for that Mario Party. That's what I really want to see here, but doesn't look like it. Seeing lots of other things. Fantasy Life. Oh, there it is. Let's watch it together, you and I, for the first time. Oh, thank goodness, they're all in a car again. Just what we all wanted. I'll be Bowser every time. Thank you.
No!
Looks pretty fun playing as Bowser. Playing as anyone else looks like hell. When Nintendo? What year? Pre-order now for when?
You said that they have a Mario Wii U package coming out.
I haven't heard anything. So that was the one. The one that we wanted to see. It looks like everything else is stuff that was shown. Yada yada. We've seen it all. Pac-Man and the Ghostly Adventures 2. So there you go. We're going to end this here. That was the Nintendo Digital event. Star Fox Wii U is a confirmed title because it was leaked by Time Magazine. You can read about that on NeoGAF. And I'm sure we're going to see that later from Miyamoto at 3:40 Eastern Time. But until then, see you later. Bye. That was a thing. Oh, Nintendo.